Hello and welcome to this tutorial on how to add fishing to your Unity game. So let's talk about what we need. Our water. We're going to add a simple script, water properties to the water. And really all this is just adding a public Boolean value to say it can be fished. So maybe there's some water prefabs that you don't want to be fished and then some you do. So that's what that's all about. And you can not do that, and you could use your names, your layers, or your not layers, but your tags, whatever. You can manage can the water be fished in lots of different ways. That's how we'll do it with this little script. The player has to have some kind of fishing pole. So you could have a first-person controller here, and I've got a third-person setup because I kind of jump between both. And that's why I've got this deep hierarchy for his armature. You might not have that at all if you're a first-person controller. You really just need to add a kind of fishing pole object, and you would parent that to your player. And this is just a cube. It's just a cube that's narrow and stretched out long. No scripts, no variables, no colliders, nothing on it, nothing fancy. You can go to the internet and get a fancy 3D model fishing pole. You can make your own. You can do whatever there. This is not a study of the aesthetics, but just a demo of some of the functionality to get it going. Once you have that fishing pole, you're going to want to create an empty game object at the tip of it. So this line start game object is at the tip of that fishing pole. Okay. And the player is going to have a script attached to it, and we'll go over that briefly. But once you've got this script attached to your player, you're going to drag your fishing pole into that slot, drag your line start into that slot. Don't worry about the fishing prefab. You won't actually even see that variable on this public script I've got set. And then you've got some distances. We don't want our guy casting right at his feet, and we don't want him casting halfway across the lake. You can tweak these to however you like. Let's do one more demo. This time we'll just do a quick switch to third-person mode. So, you can play around with the settings of the pole. Obviously, I didn't work on it too long, and the pole looks to be jutting right out of his wrist. So, I could do a little bit better job of positioning that. But you can spend however much time you need to getting that stuff right. The artistry of it is up to you. Same concept even in third-person mode. It's just instantiate the bobber, little demo of using ping pong in the code to bounce it up and down. And then if we get a bite, we've got a second to move our targeting cursor into that green sphere that appears, and I didn't hook it, so you see a little fail message there. That's it. It's as simple as a script on the water to make sure the raycast hits it and can say, can it be fished? Yes. Got a fishing pole, just a cube, or fancy if you want to. We got a line renderer empty game object, and then we add the script to the player. Now the script itself is too long to go over in this demo tutorial. So instead of trying to go through it all, what I've done is posted it on the Unity Answers site. So if you go to Google or whatever your search engine of choice is, I'll do the Unity fishing, get your 411, and then how do I add fishing to my game? That's what we're looking for. That's where the entire script is, including all this sort of setup discussion we've just gone over. And then at the bottom is also the very small little script that needs to be added to the water just to expose that public variable of how to get that going. And that's it. So hope you're enjoying adding fishing to your game.